What's up? What's up? I know everybody's been waiting for the return of the 60 Frames No Lag podcast. Man, it's great to be back. I just feel good. I missed you guys. I miss all the subscribers. I miss my panel. Oh man, I just been waiting for weeks for this. But you know, I have responsibilities to take care of. I had training to do, but now I'm back, guys. I'm sorry that I went away. Sorry that I left you all alone in the dark, but I'm back to bring you out to the light. And of course, I got my amazing panel here. I want to kick it off with Titanfall Princess. What's going on, girl? I missed you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to your own podcast, Mr. Porter Rock. We all missed you. We missed you on the Irish podcast on Fridays. People were asking about you, and I explained it to them. So I hope everybody enjoys the show because I know Porter Rock, he's got a nice show that's going to happen, and he's got a good panel, so what can go wrong?
Awesome.
So just enjoy and hit that like button.
And of course, I got another returning panel member, Everything According to Me, a.k.a. The Fonz. What's going on, Fonz?
What's up, babe? It's good to be here, man. It's good to have you back finally, and yeah, let's get this going, man.
That's awesome. So, hey, it's the Fonz. That's pretty dope. That's pretty good. So, let me kick off. Before we kick off and move on to questions, I want to ask, I'll start off with Princess. What games have you been playing the week? I want to start kicking that off. I want to make sure, because
I've been playing everything. I actually just I started playing Voodoo Prince.
Okay. Oh, really? How's that? How you liking that?
I actually like that. I was playing Wolfenstein. I beat that. I beat Back to the Future this week. I played Back to
the Telltale game, the Back to the Future Telltale game.
Yeah,
okay.
That was fun. That was actually fun.
Nice.
I played a little bit of Street Fighter, a little Kill Instinct. Oh God, there's so many games I was playing. I can't even remember them all.
Oh man, because you're a gamer.
Oh God, Guilty Gear I played. Oh my God, I can't even name them all. Those are some of the ones I've been playing. I beat probably this week about at least 3 or 4 games.
Wow, that's good shit. Ooh, girl, you're killing it, making me jealous.
The only thing is like I didn't get, of course, all the trophies. I missed a couple, but I'll go back and get those later.
That's nice. Good stuff. Okay. Hey, Fonz, what's going on? You've been playing stuff? What you got going on?
I've been playing quite a bit, actually. It started off with Persona 5 for me last week. Started to play this game because my daughter had bought it and we were on Game Share together. So I said, okay, I'll try it. She's been raving about it. Other people have been raving about it. I put over 4 hours in and I can't get into that game. It's just not for me. Persona, the high school thing and all that. No, thank you. It's just a weird story. And I like JRPGs. Don't get me wrong. But this game, I couldn't take it. So, and then another friend told me, well, it takes about 8 hours to get into. If it takes 8 hours for me to get a game going and for me to like it, it's not for me. I can't do it. 4 hours was enough. So then I went into this little indie game called Fury. Now, Fury is $20 in the PlayStation Store. I picked it up and I actually love it. It's just this indie title where you fight one-on-one with one of these other baddies or whatever you want to call them. And you just kind of duel and then you go on to the next guy. So I've been playing that, and then I've been playing an old Gauntlet game that I got on the store as well. That's it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Man, that's good stuff. Right now, I'm still stuck on Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't been able to play the game as much as I want to. But now, over the last couple of days, I've been gaining a lot of ground. Now that I'm done with my little training over the last 6 weeks, and then hopefully after I beat that, I'll get back on Neo. Currently downloading Mass Effect. I'm about to buy MLB. Man, so it's a lot of gaming going on. It's crazy. This just ended up crazy. But anyway, so I'm glad showing you a little.
It's actually too much, and the store just keeps putting stuff up on PlayStation, and you can't keep up with it.
Yes, and I also want to get down with Nier Automata. A lot of people's telling me that's good. Okay. Oh, there's North. Man, I sent you the link. North, get your ass up in here.
Come on, HP.
You bum. Oh, he's in the chat.
I'm right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Hold on. Hey, everybody's returning. Hold on. Hey, in fact, you get the special sound. I'll let you have it this one time. It's
else
been a
special
while.
for HP?
Holy shit, what's going on, HP? How you been?
Busy.
Okay, I bet. I'll bet. Good. I'm glad you're on the podcast again. That is
Yeah.
awesome. Hey, what you been playing?
Well, I got Mass Effect Andromedon. I got what is it? MLB 17.
Show? Nice.
Yeah,
Who's your
yeah,
team?
the show.
Baseball.
What?
Please don't. Who's your baseball team?
The Marlins.
Okay, I can respect that. Because if you would have said Red Sox, I would have booted you off. Okay, get out of
You can't boot him off. He just got back.
Oh.
Don't pick on HP.
If he's a Red Sox fan, I'm booting you. You're getting booted. I don't care. You could be my best friend. You're getting booted. That's awesome. Okay, so all right. So anyway, so we're gonna start off with the first topic. We're gonna get this going. All right. So topic number 1 is the power versus game narrative changing. What everybody talking about, and if it is, do we even care that it is? That's the real question. All right. So we'll start off with Titanfall. What if I need a little bit clarification, I'll clarify myself. So in the beginning, a lot of gamers, fanboys, whatever group you want to talk to out, saying that the last 3 years has been about power, not about games. And now that Scorpio has the power, the narrative is changing that it's all about games and not about power anymore, right? Does this upset anyone? Like, do we really care that the narrative is changing? How do you feel about this?
Well, for me, I don't care because I've said this on multiple podcasts. I'm not going to repeat the same quote of what we said because people are probably tired of hearing that. One thing I want to say, when it comes to power for consoles, I'm going to go back a little bit. Like the OG Xbox had the best looking games of that gen, but it still didn't help with sales. Okay, it still didn't provide quality game experience. Okay, we got from the PS2 or GameCube. With less power, you got more game experience. So once again, power isn't everything. There's always something lacking when a console comes out with a lot of power. And I'm going to say this. Even though I like PlayStation, I'm going to have to say this, just a little bit about PS3. They came out and they had the powerful console, but they came out so slow and they were lacking in stuff. I'm not going to lie about that. They did pick it up, but they were lacking. Power isn't everything. You got to have the gaming experience to go with that power and the features of your console mixed in. Without that, you don't have nothing. So, but what people are saying and all that crazy stuff, that stuff don't even bother me. That goes in one ear and out the other.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Basically.
All right. Hey, Fonz, what you think?
All right, so I kind of agree with Princess there. I think that, I really don't care per se, because honestly, the narrative always changes with fanboys, and that's always the way it's going to be. And unfortunately, the media follows the masses. And even if the masses are stupid, like the fanboys, that's who they'll follow. It's obvious to me that this was going to happen, especially if you just look at what they did with Digital Foundry. Before they released the specs of the Scorpio, Digital Foundry was hated by every Xbot there is. Now they're praised. Wow, what a shocker, right? We all saw this coming. It was bound to happen. So all these people, that are flip-flopping now, that's the one thing I've taken over the years from being on just watching YouTube and watching gaming channels, is I see people flip-flop constantly. And that's just one thing that's going to continue to happen. It's all I see. So it's going to continue.
Okay. Hey, HP North. Come on, bro. Let's go. What you got? It's been a while.
Well,
Jump in the pool. The water's warm.
I think the power means definitely a lot to casuals, since I don't know if you guys saw it, but a new study came out saying what are the top 5 reasons, I believe it is, why you buy a game. And the first reason, and the top reason at 67%, was how good the game looks. So definitely, if this thing is $3.99, I do think it's going to push the narrative of power to not necessarily beyond what it was, but definitely what it was at the beginning of this generation, where the PS4 had the power. It might not be as much, since the original Xbox One was, an extra $100, but I see so many people probably just trolling, but they say that power means a lot to them. So I don't know, but I do think that power means a lot, and I do think it means more than games, all aside exclusive games. But just what
HP, does that mean that to you though?
No, not to me.
Okay.
Not to me. But I do think, along with casuals, that power means more than exclusive games, at least what I've seen and who I've talked to.
Okay. All right.
I got to add something though. For me personally, when he mentioned that power, for some people, when people say that power means a lot to them, that they could be trolling. I have to jump in there and kind of interject, because for me personally, I will say that I am kind of a power whore. I am. So if I can get a game that runs better or looks better on one console, that's where I'm buying it. So will I be jumping ship to the Scorpio if, and what I mean by that is, because I consider myself a neutral. I play both systems. However, I do lean on the Sony side more right now. But if a multi-plat were to come out, let's say Red Dead 2, and it looks obviously better on the Scorpio, that's where I'm playing it. So that's where I'm at there.
But see, for you, but hey, Fonz, but that's but Fonz, but you're not wrong with that, because a lot of people who play both platforms will buy a game that looks better on whatever console it looks better on. Doesn't mean they dislike the other console. It's just that we as gamers will play the better performance of the game and the better looking game on whatever platform it looks better on. That's not jumping ship. That's just giving yourself a better gaming experience.
Yep, exactly.
That's not jumping ship.
You got a lot of fanboys that will stick to their console regardless, and they'll buy the shittiest version because that's their console, damn it. And to me, that's just stupid. It's limiting themselves. It's just ridiculous. And
I agree.
But there's so many out there that do this. And I'll be honest. I think some of these people are full of shit, and I think that they're closeted players of that other console. They probably hide their name, or they don't say that they play the other console, but I bet you they do. I bet
they do. They do, because I've caught people. I've actually caught people. So you're absolutely right. They have. HP even knows that. We know people that say that they hate PlayStation, but we know they got them. They got PS Vitas and everything else. We know they're in the Sony market. We know that, I mean, Porter Rock knows that too. We all know that. You're absolutely right when you say that. They hide it because they don't want people to know they're they're on a down low with that shit. They're in the closet. Just come on. So what if you're you play on multiple consoles? Who cares? As long as you game, that's the bottom line. Just be a true gamer and just game. It don't matter what platform or how many platforms you play on. Just enjoy yourself.
And I do want to add something. The narrative, as long as it goes with fanboys, it will always change between power and games. You saw when the PS4 had the power advantage, Xbox fanboys were claiming, we have all these games, we have all these games. And now that Xbox has the power advantage, you hear all these PlayStation fanboys saying, we have all these games, we have all these games. And then when the PS5 comes out and it's more powerful than whatever Xbox has or whatever it's called, PlayStation people will praise their power, and Xbox people will praise their games, and it just will keep going in that fashion.
But HP, you're right. But most of the time, It's the fanboys that do that. It's not the actual gamers who really game like us.
Yeah,
Here,
that's
right here on the
that's what I
fence.
mean.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was agreeing with you. It's the fanboys that do that shit on both sides, which
Yeah.
is retarded.
It's
Just
sad.
like- it is sad. I just
Yeah,
gotta say, Fee, I'm glad you're here.
I want to
It-
bring
it-
something up. I want to bring something up with the narrative. And I talked about this yesterday. I was on Fame 2K's podcast, and we talked about something that a lot of people don't consider. So now, some people are saying that PlayStation gamers now have amnesia and stuff like that, and they don't remember. At first it was all about the power, and now they have amnesia. That's what they're saying. But here's the thing: where a lot of people don't consider. Did people consider that a lot of the PlayStation owners that have PlayStation have no idea what the hell people are talking about? Think about this. If you bought your PlayStation in mid 2015 or all throughout 2016, and even now, you weren't there in 2013 and 14 when the shit talking was happening. You have a lot of PlayStation gamers that get ragged down for power, and they're looking at everybody like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You know what I'm saying? I bought my PlayStation in February 2016 because of Uncharted, because of this, because of that. What are you guys talking about with this power shit? Remember, PlayStation's at 60 million, and I would say not even half of that was 2014, 2013, probably less than that. There is a shitload of PlayStation 3 gamers that have no idea what the fuck everybody's talking about with the shit talking of 2013, 2014. I think people have to realize that the majority of PlayStation gamers ain't the hardcore anymore. The casuals took over. They, once the console dropped to 300 and 250, the casuals came. PlayStation 4 was popular, and they all jumped at it. And a lot of those guys weren't there shit talking. They weren't the diehards that paid 400 for the PlayStation 4 when it first launched or within the first year. They have no idea. They waited for the price drops, and they got it at 300, at 250. So did anybody ever consider that it's not amnesia? Is that you're talking to a huge group of people that weren't there? They bought their console late 2015, 2016, and even now. They have no idea what we're talking about.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way, but that's an excellent point.
Did anybody think about that? Because think about it. If you bought your console in 2016, let's say if I would have bought my PS4 in 2016, and people, and I'm on Twitter, I'm be like, hey guys, I bought my PS4 because it has great games like Uncharted. Oh, now you care about games you didn't care about 3 years ago, and I'll be like, I just bought my console. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, now you're playing Amnesia. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're like, block. I'll be blocking everybody. I'll be like, you guys are nuts. Like, what are you guys talking? Does anybody ever consider that?
No, but
I didn't like
neither.
I didn't, but you got a good point because you're right. Some of those people weren't around when we were, and we know what we're saying, but they don't understand because they weren't there. So you're absolutely right.
What do you think, Fonz? What do you think about that? Did you ever thought about that PlayStation gamers are getting blamed for something they have no part of because they bought their console in late 2015, 2016, and even now?
Yeah, I've never really thought about that, but I mean, it's a good point. I just, I haven't given it enough thought, man, to really, really think about that and give you a great answer here. So, but yeah, I think you have a point.
Yeah, that's what that's what we we're talking about yesterday. I'm thinking, some people might be getting blamed for something that they had no part of, and that's why the narrative is changing. Because if you think about it, if you bought a PlayStation 2016, probably just because of Uncharted and all those games you're seeing, and then PlayStation knocked it out the park during PSX and E3. So people who didn't own a console and they saw, oh shit, Spider-Man, God of War's coming, and then all these Japanese games, they're thinking, yo, I gotta get this PlayStation because of the games. And then when they buy it, they're getting harassed because of something they never did in the first place. They're like, yo, I bought my PlayStation because of games. Oh, now it's games. You didn't, before it was power. And they're like, what? Well, like, what are you talking about? Like, they have no idea what's going on. So they just like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm just blocking people.
Honestly, we don't need to rehash this whole thing, but we all know why it all started. It goes back to 2013 with the announcement of the Xbox One and the whole DRM crap, and everybody got tired of all that shit and didn't want to hear it from Microsoft, and that's why they're losing this console war. Bottom line, I don't care about the power, the games, it doesn't matter. It's because Microsoft messed up back at that E3.
Boom. All right. Does anybody else have anything on this topic? I'm going to move on to the next. We're good? All right. So next topic. So we all know about Xbox.
Wait. Before you go, there was something I wanted to bring up. I was letting you talk. There was somebody I saw today that sent a comment to me that says that the Xbox power is gonna, the Scorpio power, excuse me, is gonna catch up to PlayStation because of the power. It's gonna catch up this gen once it comes out.
No way.
Not gonna happen.
Exactly. This is the type of people. We know it. There's a fanboy for you.
I'm gonna tell you simple. 400, even if it's $400, a $400 console is not gonna be out a $250 or $200 console to play Call of Duty.
And it's not going to make up 30 million console sales.
Yeah, there's not 30 million gamers ready to pay $400, $500 again.
No,
you don't have that. Majority of the gamers that think about it. If you don't have a PS4 or Xbox by now, it's because you weren't willing to pay big money for it. You're waiting for a cheaper price.
Exactly. But Puerto Rico, it's not even that. It's the fact that you're talking about just a console and the power of a console. You're not really talking about games. And we know that regular games that are going to come out, the Forces and this, that, and the other, and the Gears and whatever. We know that. Okay? And the Halos, we know that. They're not talking about any other games. So, like you said, nobody's going to pay that price. If you didn't have it before, you ain't going to do it now until the shit drops.
See, somebody in the comment section said he was talking about North America, not worldwide. So I don't know if he was talking about North America, but somebody in the comment section did say.
How the boys break it up by region like that all the time. They're constantly doing that all the time. But when it fits their narrative, it's, oh no, Microsoft dominates this country and that country.
Even in North America, it's not going to happen. To bridge the gap, the answer is not releasing a more expensive product. That's not how it works. It's you drop the price of the product that's already out. That's how you increase sales. You're not going to be a $250 PS4, especially like you go in the store and you see a big red box that has Red Dead Redemption or Horizon Zero Dawn or Uncharted for $250, and they'd be like, "Hey, what's that box over there? Oh, it's a Scorpio. How much that cost? $500." Damn.
What does it come with?
Like, why is it $500? Because it's healthy, and you're like, it's a hard sell.
Yeah.
It's not easy. People think $500 is like chump change. That's not a hard pill. Listen, PS4 launched at $400, but the majority of PS4 gamers didn't pay $400. The biggest bulk of sales came when it dropped to $300. You know what I'm saying? Most gamers don't pay $400 for a console. The hardcore will, the early adopters will, guys like Jay and diehards will, but the average consumer is not paying $400 or $500 for a console. It doesn't work that way.
Casuals aren't doing it either because they wait until it goes down. They say, okay, it's going down in price. Now we got X amount of games. We know what's coming out or it's out already. All right, it's time to get it now.
You know what's thinking about price, it's pretty funny that I'm hearing people, on that side of the community saying, they better not bring this out at $4.99. This better be $3.99 or it's going to be dead in the water. Guys, you bought that fucking piece of shit Kinect for $500. So shut the fuck up.
Here's my thing. The guys were saying that.
Good going, Fonz. No, I like that.
They bought the Xbox for $500, right? Then they went out and bought the Xbox One S for like at least that's $800 already. So even if the thing did came out at $400, you just spent $1,200 in one generation for hardware. That's not console gaming. That's PC gaming. Now you just entered PC gaming territory. $1,200 in hardware in one console generation. So they should be the last to talk about the price of the. Phil Spencer said time and time again, it is a premium product. Affordability doesn't go well with premium. He knows what he's doing. For the people who don't want to afford a premium product, you got the Xbox One S. It's affordable, it's entry. It's still going to be the primary means of most Xbox gamers. But if you want the best, you're that hardcore gamer that wants the best experience. In my opinion, this is my opinion. To me, the Xbox Scorpio is not really for this gen in terms of trying to bridge the gap this gen. I think Microsoft's just trying to get ahead of the game in native 4K gaming for the 2020. Just think about this. Let's say in 2020, PlayStation 5 releases, right? Chances are it's not going to be an 8K console. It's going to be a native 4K console, right? But by that point, PS5 in 2020 costs $400, let's say. But by that point, a Scorpio could cost $250, and Microsoft could hype saying, "Hey, we already have a 4K native 4K console, and it's only $250.
Yeah.
Don't buy a PS5, buy a Scorpio, which is $250." So to me, this is more for 3-4 years down the line.
But it's the same thing they're going to do with the PS4 Pro right at the jump. You know, it's going to be $50 cheaper at least, or $100 cheaper. Who knows? Whatever this price of the Scorpio is, who knows? But you know you're going to get a cheaper console with the PS4 Pro, and they're going to push that narrative that, hey, we do 4K as well, you know, even though most of it is checkerboard, granted, but they do some 4K. So they're going to push that on people, and they're going to get a lot of sales with this Pro. You know, I think that the Scorpio is going to do well, but I think that we just got to understand and keep things in perspective on what these machines can actually do and not do. Some of these people are just fucking going crazy. You know what? I'm cussing a lot today, and I apologize, Puerto Rock.
Let it go. Let it go.
It's the fanboys, the fanboys that get under my skin sometimes with the shit they say, because there is no common sense there in this community. Sometimes, you know, with the fanboys, that is, it's irritating as shit to me when they say the dumbest stuff out there. And when I hear them talk about the Scorpio and say it's going to be 4K 60 ultra settings on AAA games, open world games and stuff,
Oh my God.
You can't even do that on a $700 computer. What makes you think that this thing is going to be $400 and be able to do something like that? It's not happening. With a Jaguar CPU that is, yes, it's enhanced. I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's still a Jaguar, guys. It's not going to be able to do all this stuff. And it's insane. I have a lot of tech friends that tell me that the people spouting this stuff are just plain stupid.
I agree.
I'm just all over the place because it's irritating now. Because as a gamer,
It is.
5 fucking years,
I do the same thing.
I play video games I've played it all my life, and I've never seen the kind of bitching and moaning like this from the time I was a young child until, you know, just a couple of years ago. It seems like it's gotten worse and worse, and adults are the ones doing this. You know, it's
You know what's crazy? The fanboys are ruining it for themselves, because even if the Scorpio doesn't do 4K 60 Ultra thing, let's say it does 4K 30 Ultra or it does 4K 60 high, I still think that's impressive. I think that's amazing.
Puerto Rock, talking about fanboys.
Guys, oh my God, they're gonna ruin it for themselves.
Puerto Rock, talking about fanboys, we must have one in the chat, because he's talking about that the Xbox One that has more games than the PS4, okay, but he's counting backwards compats.
No, that doesn't count. But
Exactly. Thank you.
I
Well,
mean,
we
it's
got
an emulator. I don't see how that counts as games if it's an emulator.
You know why he's counting them? Probably because he never bought the games on the 360, and he had to go buy them to make it backwards compat on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean,
Because-
they don't count. They're not Xbox One games.
Exactly.
So because he never played it. Who is it? Halo Storm? Man, is it him?
I forgot who it was.
Stop it.
I
You know
forgot
what I'm
who it
saying?
was. You have to
Like-
check out the chat. I forgot because you were talking. I was letting you talk, and I forgot the name.
Yeah, stop it. You know, the Xbox 360 games are 360 games. Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God, but just
Sorry.
stop.
and you know what? All my bitching and moaning about all this stuff, and I'm excited for the Scorpio, guys. Don't let that fool you. I am excited for new tech, new hardware. I love it, but you just got to keep it real. You got to keep your, you know, thoughts. You got to have common sense when you look at the product we're getting and what we're going to get out of it. It's
Well,
I
see,
don't-
that's Fonz. I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that. It's not that I'm not excited. I just want to know more. I want to know more about the games that are coming out besides the regulars. I want to know more about the games, what they're going to do, what they're going to give us. They're not telling me. And I'm not saying I would never buy a Scorpio. I'm not saying that. But I need to know more. And that's why we keep talking about E3, because I hope at E3 they stop talking about the hardware and start talking about software and what they're going to give us with that console.
I
That
want
would
them
help
to
me.
show us. I want them to show us what they're going to give us with that Scorpio.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I agree with you. See, we're on the same page here because I'm not knocking Microsoft at all. You know, just like people thought at times I was knocking Sony. No, I never knocked Sony. I just said what was wrong with Sony when I had an issue with them because I own the consoles. I got 2, 3, and 4. So I don't have PS1, but I have 2, 3, and 4. I had a 1, but I don't have it no more. But whenever they did wrong, I knocked them because I only want them to boost themselves up. It's not to hurt them. It's because I want them to hear what the issues are that some gamers have, and I'm one of them, and make it better. And it's the same thing I do with Microsoft.
Yeah.
I want you to hear what is wrong and just make it better. That's all I'm asking. Make it better. Yep. That's all. I'm not asking for anything else.
As a consumer, you have that right to ask them to make it better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's something the fanboys don't understand sometimes, that we're all consumers here and we all have our own preferences. We all want certain things out of a console. Just power doesn't dictate my dollar, okay? What I'm going to spend my money on, okay? That's not the be all and end all. It has to have games.
And quality games, not no shit ass games. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean. Not no shit ass games. And I'm sorry for saying shit, but sometimes you get shit ass games. No, I don't want shit ass games. And you need new IPs, new exclusives on both sides. Yep. It can't just be one sided. You gotta have, you know, and you gotta, you know. As much as it pains me to say this, I gotta say it. Microsoft needs to open more studios. Not Microsoft, Xbox, because it's a division of Microsoft. So let me say Xbox. Let me rephrase that. Xbox needs to stop closing down stuff, reopen it, and have somebody work on something for the future. And then say, we got the studio, and they're working on this, that, and the other, and they come out with this. It's going to be down the line. We got to give them time to develop it, but it's coming. We're doing this. We're doing that. They're not hyping me enough. You know, I mean, power is great, but if they don't show me something at E3, it ain't happening right away. It may be down the line, yeah, but it ain't happening right away. They gotta show me something at E3. They gotta show me more than Forza, Gears, and Halo. They got to show me more than that.
Problem is that Microsoft doesn't like to take risks, which, you know, with
exactly
the situation they're in, you know, they definitely need to do that. You know, just imagine a game like a new IP from one of their studios. I don't even know what they have left. That's like Horizon Zero Dawn. You know, that game probably would not sell, and that's why they don't take risks. Because look at Halo Wars 2. That game sold so bad that they canceled the physical release for.
Yes, that is crazy.
North America or the U.S. I don't know which one, but you know, I understand why they do not take risks. It's because people don't buy their first parties, and you know. I don't know which way Microsoft should go, because you know they could waste their time with these games.
But HP now, you got to go back to PlayStation, to Sony. They've taken risks on games and have come back and won. Sometimes you have to take a risk. Life is a risk.
Yeah, but Sony's games.
Life is a risk. No, wait. I'm going to give you an example. And this is a real life example. Life is a risk. You can walk out your door, walk across the street, and get hit by a car and get killed. Life is a risk. You've got to. But they've taken so many risks. The problem is that Sony can afford to take risks because they have the studios to do it. Microsoft keeps closing studios, so they can't afford to do it but you can't just give the same old games. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, those games profit because I don't want to I don't want to put anyone into a category.
I'm tired of Halo. Halo has gone downhill though.
Yeah.
Xbox.
You know me and you had talked about this.
Halo.
I'm gonna say
crap to me.
I'm I'm gonna say this though. Sony has a philosophy though. I think it was Kazurai or Yoshida, one of them two. They said that they could release 10 exclusives. Out of those 10, 3 would be blockbusters. About 4 will be moderate, and the remaining 3 would be failures.
Yeah,
so
you,
they're
you
used
think
to
it's
that.
the other way around.
Yeah,
That Microsoft will be doing that.
But they're used to that. They're just going to keep releasing games because they understand, 3 of those games are going to be super successful, right? 4 of those games are going to be moderately successful, and they know they're going to produce 3 failures. The 3 failures, they just cut their losses, and then they'll start hyping up the 3 that were successful, and depending on the moderate success, give or take, right? But they understand that as a gaming company. So much leadership changes have happened at Microsoft. I don't think they established a philosophy of what they want to do. Because you got to think about this. In the beginning of this gen, it wasn't about video gaming. It was about being a multimedia entertainment device. Pretty much an oversized cell phone inside your living room. And then they, that shit didn't work out. They fired Don Matrick. They put Phil Spencer. And now he's trying to figure out. Considering that the console, the brand has been out for 3 generations, and you're still trying to figure out what you want to do, what's your philosophy, that's a problem. Sony knows what they do. They know what their philosophy is. They know exactly from the get-go what they want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Microsoft has this facelift that they're trying to do left and right. Think about it. Even Phil Spencer, when he started out the gen, he's like, oh, I want to win the gen. Now he's like, it's not about winning the gen. Then 1 minute, it's about play anywhere, play what you want. We're gonna bring back exclusive. What do you want to do, Phil? Like, make up your damn mind. What is the Xbox brand? Define yourself. What are you? Because you're flip-flopping back and forth.
Somebody just crept in the room. Look,
Porter Rock, I got to tell you something. When you talk about facelifts,
it is all day.
I'm gonna do another. As somebody would say, an analogy. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one. When it comes to real life, if you keep getting facelift, what's gonna happen by the time you get a certain age?
Yeah,
it's gonna droop and fall and be cruddy and nasty. Exactly. So you know what? Stop doing facelifts and just do it. Just excuse my mouth. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Stop playing. And take a chance. You know what? I'm gonna take. Oh man, they make me so mad right now. No, go ahead, HP. Take it away. Go ahead, HP. Before I get crazy.
I don't know how Microsoft works, or that obviously that's not public, and if it is, I don't have the time to look into that. But a lot of people think that it's I'm gonna butcher his name, Satya Nadella, whatever his name, the CEO of Microsoft, that he's the one who is trying to make Xbox more of this, PC. This is basically this ecosystem where, and Phil's probably not helping with that, but if you go back to 2006 and 2005 when the original 360 released. Peter Moore and I don't know who was CEO at the time, but they were more of the strictly let's stay to the console. They tried the PC stuff with Windows Live, that failed, so that they strictly stayed back to the console. And somebody called me a fake gamer for saying this, but I said I preferred Don Matrick's vision for the Xbox One over Phil Spencer's. And
really,
I get I personally do, because I prefer, exclusives to the console. Basically, Don Matrick's vision was you come to the console. It's not the same with Phil and the CEO.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm done. All right.
Okay. All right. All right. So, all day, bearded baby.
What's happening?
Listen, what's going on? What's going on, cuz?
I'm in 2 podcasts at once, man.
Shit. You're not getting paid for any of them. Like, man.
Nah.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic. All right. So everybody heard about Xbox Fanfest that's happening at E3. All right. And Sony just announced they're doing a Road to Greatness tour, which is a big semi truck, and they're hitting about, let me look, I think it's 12 cities. 12 cities. I think, let's see how many. Let me count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cities. You know, from now to September. And they're hitting spots like the MLB All-Star Game, and there's a lot of festivals that each city is hosting, and they're going to be out there. So FanFest, you know, it's all about the pre-E3 stuff in Xbox, and they always do that right before E3. Sony does the road tour. They hit up. Which you think is the better? Who you think is doing it better? Is it Microsoft doing it better by providing FanFest, but is this one event before E3, or Sony going around multiple cities hitting up these major, you know, like festivals and stuff?
I mean, I don't know. Man. Hey, to me, it's like I don't want to. I mean, a roach coach, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'd rather be at
This
home.
is short
But,
one?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather, you know what I mean? I'd rather go to PSX than to do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not about to go to no truck and play demos, man, and get a free 99-cent backpack. I'm good.
Oh yeah, but the road show they're getting access to games that haven't been released yet, so they're like laying out like
I don't know if anybody here been. I've been to like at least 12 conventions in my life, bro, and it's not that fun, bro. No matter what genre it is, it could be sports, it can be comics, it can be video. It don't matter, bro. That shit ain't fun. You waiting in lines to play a 10-minute day. You know what I mean? Like you waiting in lines for 4 or 5 hours.
Oh,
so it's not. I mean, the experience, I think the experience is better than actually, you know, than any just being there amongst gamers is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But to sit there and wait to play a $10 indie, I'm good, man. But your question, I mean, I think Microsoft should do more fan fest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If it's going to be limited supply of people, limited tickets, have them more frequently. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Make it like maybe twice a year, 3 times a year. You know what I mean? They're different spots.
Microsoft do that?
Like I said, they should.
I agree.
They should.
Yeah.
You know, by hearing the 500 members, I mean, because you know the fiasco that happened last year. You know, they invited X amount of people, and you know, 1,000 showed up, and everybody that went to FanFest was guaranteed to get an E3, and it was crazy. So you know, they're going about a different route now. So I just hope that everybody gets a chance to go. You know what I mean? Because
this year's only like 500 though, right?
Yeah,
like
500.
That is crazy though, considering how many Xbox fans there are.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? You know what's funny though?
Oh, that wasn't a joke. I'm being serious.
I mean, but
that's probably how many people bought Halo Wars too.
Oh shit!
I guess they're probably trying to validate that it's free. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think that's probably where it comes into play. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? In my opinion, you know, with this Xbox FanFest, recently canceled their invites because of an error on a site error. Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, Xbox canceled something. Okay. Now
man.
I agree they should do more of this stuff, but to me, you know, some of these events, like when they're free, they you know, like you said, they get crazy and everything else. I honestly don't keep up with these type of events because of the way they are. But I agree with him that there should be more frequent ones going on, so that for those people who, you know, either couldn't make it or couldn't get in because of whatever. So I'm agree with that. I usually don't follow up on those. I personally would not go to one because of, like you said, you're waiting in line forever or whatever. I'd rather go to an event where if you bought a ticket, you can interact with other gamers. You bought your ticket already. Mm-hmm. You're guaranteed to get in. You're not waiting online. And even if you don't, I'm not saying charge a lot for a ticket. Charge, $5-10 a ticket, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, put it towards developing a game or a studio.
Wow. But you
guys think I'm being funny? I'm being serious. Hey, open another studio with that shit.
I feel.
He laughing. He's already laughing. He knows I'm. I'm right, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm right.
I feel bad for the people who book plane tickets, and now they don't have a ticket to go.
That was dumb.
Yeah, they bought a plane ticket real fast. I'm like, oh shit. They bought it at the same time that the verification came out. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Fonz, you're fading out.
I don't think Fonz is in here, is he?
No, he left.
Yeah.
Oh, he left?
Probably like that.
Oh shit, he dropped out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's fading out then? I thought that was Fonz because it was so late.
I think that's all day.
Oh.
because he
What,
doesn't
you really?
sound. Yeah, but you're like not that loud.
Oh, hold on.
No, you're fading out, so that's what I thought it was. I'm sorry.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, much
Yeah,
better.
better. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll move on to the next topic. Uncharted Lost Legacy announcement. It's going to be $40. It's like about a 10-hour single player campaign, no multiplayer. What do you guys think about that? Think it's a good price?
$29.99, bro.
$29.99?
$29. Perfect.
$30? $40 too
I
much?
I think for just an extra 10, 40. I mean, it's almost I don't know, man. Just $30 for 10 hours. I mean, it just feels right to me. $29.99. You know, it's standalone DLC.
Let me ask you this.
What up?
Quantum Break was $60.
Ooh.
What's the difference between Quantum Break and this?
Well, you said Quantum Break. It's a full game.
This isn't a full game? Think
Can
about it. Because I stuck somebody with it. I just want to see somebody think about it. It's not a multiplayer game, but it's a full 10-hour single player experience.
Right.
Kind of like Quantum Break. Was Quantum Break not like a 6, 7, 8-hour single player experience?
But
It didn't have multiplayer.
But don't you think it's more of a full of a game? It's more of a different experience. You mean you're playing a female Nathan Drake? I mean, it ain't really too much what you haven't been doing.
Oh man,
It's worth $5.
That's sexist.
Well, no. I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying.
Listen,
like,
can I say one thing to somebody in the chat before we continue?
uh-huh.
I'm going to ask you to please keep your sexual comments to yourself. I'm not going to block you, but I'll put your ass in timeout. I'll tell you that right now. Stop your sexual comments. Stop being nasty. Somebody in the comment section is talking some sexual shit about me.
Oh, Scott.
Cut it out.
Oh, boy. Don't worry, I got that.
I don't play that shit, and neither the 60 frames, no lag, play that shit. All right?
Yeah,
we don't play that shit. We keep it real. We keep it gaming. Keep it gaming. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. I just had to school this guy. Continue what you were saying. I apologize for interrupting, truly.
All right, so just going back. So damn, made me forget what was that shit. Okay, yeah, so like Quantum Break, right? It was a single player experience. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever hours. No multiplayer. Right. And they charge $60. This is a single player experience. Only $40. So how was it so bad?
I think you're just getting a whole different experience with Quantum Break. I mean, no matter if you liked it or didn't like it, you know, a lot of the development went into the game. It's a lot of, you know, all the time, slow down time, pausing time, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just talking about like the content alone. You know what I mean? Just the way the game is, period, as a whole. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
so
you're dealing with Nathan. You're dealing with what's this new expansion called? What's it called?
Chloe. It's all Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy, right? So basically, you're gonna be doing the same thing. You know, it might be adding a couple new little features or whatever, but it's not doing nothing way out the norm than with its predecessor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean,
so sequels should be cheaper then?
Sequels.
Let's say Alan Wake 2 came.
DLC should be.
Let's say if Alan Wake came out. See, that's the thing. Because it's considered DLC, it's already automatic as $29. But if you look at the content, it's just as much as any other $60 single player game. I think Lost Legacy does just as much as Alan Wake, Rise, Quantum Break. I don't see it no different. I don't see it as different. Like if it was the same boards and you're just playing a character doing the same exact mission, then I could say, all right, they just rehashed it. But this is a new everything. New look is like it's a whole new game.
But do you really think it?
For me,
go ahead.
Can I say something? For me, I saw a little bit about it to see. I need to see what Uncharted Lost Legacy is even about. I mean, I saw a glimpse. Okay, I honestly don't see, in all honesty, it fits into the story. And I was watching it. I was getting clips out. I was going to different sites trying to find out. I can't say it's a ripoff for $40. I'm not going to say that. But I do hope more of the story is explained about this game in order for me to buy it even for $40. I'm only saying that because it kind of seems almost like a DLC where two people go on a mission that hooked up together, okay? And from what I saw, okay? And I don't know, I can't say it's not worth $40 because I don't know if it's a separate story, but then you got to tell me how these two fit together.
Well, supposedly the events take place.
They were on opposite ends. They were on opposite ends, and all of a sudden now they're together again. How?
No. The events took after. The events take after Uncharted 4, but before the baby was born. So this is after the events of Uncharted 4.
I still don't understand how Nadine fits in the story, because she's supposedly in the last one, and she said, "I'm out of this. I'm done. Whatever." And now she's hooking up with what's her name, and they're.
But but look at the timeline. This is after Uncharted 4. So like something happened after Nathan Drake did his thing with his brother.
All right, but they got to give me a little bit more to
let me ask you something. Would you rather them, take another year and just make it a complete spinoff with her as a complete game?
But the question is, who says it's not a complete game? I mean, the only thing this game is missing.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I want to know more about the game. I'm not saying it could be a complete game. I want to know a little bit more about it. I just need a little bit more. I need them to explain. I don't want to know the whole story or whatever. No, don't spoil it. I don't like spoil, and that's why when I put up my videos, I don't do spoilers. But I don't want it spoiled. But I just need a little more detail. Just a little bit. Just give me a little bit more to understand whether this is worth my $40, because I love Uncharted. I have them all. I love Uncharted. I beat all the games. I would just want to know more about this. That's all I'm asking. Just a little bit more, because it's better to pay. It's a brand new game and a whole complete game. $40 is good compared to $60. I agree with that.
I'd rather play $40 for this than play $40 for fucking what's that? Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear.
Yeah, right.
You know
all
what
right.
I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That fucking demo.
Yeah, fucking.
That shit was $40, right? It was $40, right?
Yeah, it was $40. Yeah.
My dumbass bought that shit.
No, I get what you're saying, but I just want to know a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's all. I just want to know a little bit more. That was just my little 2 cents.
You'll find out some more.
So what I found out, from the interviews is it took place after the events of Uncharted 4, but before this dude had his baby girl, or whatever. So it's in between, and it's her story. It's Chloe's story. So it has nothing to do with Nathan Drake, per se. It's her story. So she got into some shit. All right. So last topic.
Well, before I say anything, you actually told me more than what I saw and what I read.
Yeah.
So that explains a little bit more about it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, all you gotta know is a Naughty Dog game. That's all you gotta know. Just buy the shit.
I know it's Naughty. Crazy.
It's naughty.
It's naughty.
All right. So last topic. So, all right. Anybody seen like the MPDs that came out this month?
Who's worried about the MPDs? Only the fanboys.
Well, I can't help it. I know the reason why I look at this month because a particular game made the top 10, and it was Nier Automata. Ooh. And I never seen that game ever make top 10. It was number 9.
And I gotta say something. I'm gonna let everybody else talk, but I gotta go first.
That shit's impressive.
I haven't played it yet. I've heard so much good shit about it. I haven't played it yet, and I'm mad at myself. I'm kicking myself in the ass right now. So you guys take it away because don't have much to say because I haven't played it yet. I'm mad. I played a little bit of demo, but that was it. So but I haven't played the game, so I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. See, I can play a demo. I'm not going to give my full opinion until I actually play the full game.
You could tell us your first impression. Did you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I think the whole 2D thing was cool. It's a dope game. Period. It's dope.
I'm just impressed because that franchise never sold well in North America.
Nah, the ones previous I didn't even like.
Yeah, I'm like, and they weren't even close to like going, especially in the same month. Like right now, here's the breakdown of in fact, for the first time, MPD released the top 20 now. And also, this is for something new. Starting next month, they're going to include digital sales from Microsoft.
Yeah, because it was 74% of the gaming revenue was what, digital or some shit?
Oh, yeah, but that's including phones and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody, that's the only way you could actually get a game on the phone is digital.
I mean, come on, the industry is moving that way anyway.
But it's going to be interesting now we're from digital sales to see how the games. It's going to be interesting. But the right now you got Tom Clancy #1 with Ghost Recon,
Really?
and then that was #1. But you think it's across three platforms?
Oh, okay. All right.
This is all total between 3 platforms. But here's the king, #2, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now. Yeah, it's dope.
That shit is beast. #3, Mass Effect.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. #4, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm.
#5, MLB The Show.
Ooh.
Yo, that's crazy. I mean, generally does good, but I didn't think it was gonna be in top 5 because all the games that came out.
I mean, it's a fun game.
Yeah, it's better than 2K. Shit.
Really?
I mean, 2K baseball. I like it.
Oh yeah. 2K. Did they even make that anymore?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think they stopped.
I think they stopped. What, 15? Maybe 14? I don't
They
know.
stopped that a long time ago. I think.
Long time ago.
And then the juggernaut, the game that can't be beat, Grand Theft Auto 5. This shit just keeps saying, who the fuck? Who is buying Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, man.
Who doesn't own this game already? This shit's gonna have more sales than people.
Well, you know what? Maybe some people buying double copies or triple or quadruple copies, like people buy consoles.
Yeah, like how many copies?
It's almost still a PS4 in my attic.
Like you gotta buy a copy for every console you own in your house. Like holy shit, that shit is ridiculous. This is gonna be 100 million selling game. Watch, easy. That's crazy.
It's probably gonna be one of the best.
I'm definitely gonna get Nier Automata. I'm gonna get it, but it's
For
crazy.
Honor was #7, NBA 2K #8, Nier Automata #9, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare #10, #11 Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 11.5. That shit impressed me. Battlefield is #12. 1-2 Switch #13.
Hold on, I gotta say something before you keep doing that. Next Gen, shut up. You know this podcast is better than yours because this got the Titanfall Princess and you don't have her, so you know this podcast is the bomb.
Where's he at? He's in the chat?
He the chat. I tell Next Gen be quiet.
Is his podcast over? Or he's still having his podcast?
He's in our chat right now. I gotta tell him this is the bomb. He knows this is the bomb because we got the shit on this podcast right now, and he mad because he ain't got all this. He ain't got this all going on. Princess says be quiet, and when the princess talks, you listen.
They trolling.
Okay,
they trolling my podcast.
They trolling your podcast. Yeah, Next Gen a troll. You know he's a troll.
Nah.
Got you, Next Gen.
Okay. Damn. And then what is it? 14 Resident Evil, 15 Overwatch. Damn, Overwatch is doing good too. Tom Clancy's #16, Super Bomberman R17, FIFA, Lego, and then Madden. So that's the top 20. That's fucking incredible. So anyway, bro, I think that rounds up the podcast. Anybody got anything to say?
No.
I gotta say something.
Yo, all day. Are you buying a Scorpio?
Oh yeah, for sure. Day one.
No, you Xbox slave. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
What you thought, man? 60.
I'm just hating. I'm pro.
Nah, I ain't getting a pro though.
You know what? Well, you know what? Hey, Porter Rock, if Next Gen's gonna troll our podcast, since he likes to flash those bills, I think he should buy everybody in this podcast
of Scorpio.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You know, together we'll make Xbox great again.
Oh shit!
Yeah, yo, Zaire, if you buy me a Scorpio, I'll change my channel to an Xbox channel. You know, all right. Anyway, people. Anyway, we're about to cut the show. We've been here for about an hour. Hey, I want to thank everybody.
Before you say that, I want to say I'm glad that your training is over and you're back on track with us. I'm happy for that. I had a blast tonight, and I can't wait until Friday.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Hey,
yes.
Porter Rock. Sorry about that. My Comcast went out. Now I'm on my cell phone, man.
Oh, what happened?
Oh shit! Yeah. Your Comcast went out.
My Comcast went out.
That sucks. And this show's about to end. So anyway, goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I want to say, everybody get all your shout outs. Hey, sponsors, you just came in. Go say your goodbyes.
I guess thanks for listening to me rant and rave earlier, guys, about some bullshit fanboy stuff. You can find me every Friday night on the GRG podcast. You can find me there, 8:30 Eastern time. Also, you can find me at on YouTube at Everything According to Me, and on Twitter at jfonzarelli.
All right, cool. All right, Princess.
Oh, hi, this is the Irish Titanfall Princess. You know where to find me: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You know who I am, because you know what? You all love me, so you know where to find me. And guess what? Come tomorrow night. We're gonna have some of the same people that we had tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll talk about some good shit, and we're gonna blow Next Gen his podcast out of the water since he wanted to troll, because he know that Puerto Rock and the Princess have it going on, and he just mad. So guess what? Next Gen, come tomorrow and see what we can do, and maybe learn a few lessons.
All right.
Later, guys.
All right. HP.
Oh boy, I forgot how to do these things. So yeah, it's
No, you
good to be.
He sounds more energetic. Usually it'd be like, bye.
Yeah, I plan to be on the Princess's podcast tomorrow.
Yay!
You can find me at Twitter at HP North with a 0 at the end. Thanks for watching. I'm really glad to be back, and that's pretty much it, I guess.
All right. And of course, it's your boy Puerto Rock 77. Thank you for coming back. 60 Frames is back in full effect. Thank you, panel members, for showing up. It was a great conversation. Next week, we'll be back to our normal schedule every Wednesday, 7 p.m. And I'll check you guys all out. I hope you enjoyed the show. You know that sound. 60 Frames, no lack. With your boy,
Next
Puerto
Gen,
Rock
stop
77. Amazing. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Stop stealing my shit. Anyway, it doesn't matter because they're going to cancel that shit. Anyway, people, take care. Have a good night.